There we go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I just got back from Burning Man, and I figured I would wear my wolf hat while I'm doing this video. It's actually, for those who aren't aware, each state has their own Burning Man. They're called the regionals. And some of these regionals in other countries are actually bigger than the Burning Man here, so they don't really call Nevada the Burning Man anymore. It's just the Nevada Regional is what they're trying to, the hope is that all of the Burning Man events can be considered Burning Man. Going out to the Nevada desert for a week on the playa, in the dust, in the sand, it can be rough on a lot of people. People who come from the Pacific Northwest want an area where we can go and celebrate Burning Man on our own. So we've been trying to find a home. I think this is my 4th or 5th soak that I've gone to, and it's moved around from one location to another, and now it's out in Eastern Oregon. And we're hoping to find a place that will let us stay each year and go back to the same location. Burning Man is a family. Burning Man is a community of people who care about one another. They care about the world they live in. There's a lot of sarcasm, there's a lot of jokes, there's a lot of craziness, a lot of wild costumes. But among these people are some of the most intelligent, compassionate people that I've ever met in my entire life. As I've said before, Burning Man is the kind of place where you can leave your wallet sitting on your car and come back and it'll still be there. Maybe not Burning Man in Nevada, because I haven't been there, but Soak. These are local people that live in my area, and they're the same people every year. And Soak was a phenomenal experience this year. I mean, I just had some major revelations that really changed my life, and I needed that. I've been there for about 4 days, and oh yeah, if you're wondering, this is my tape shirt, my cassette tape shirt. It's totally covered with hot glue, cassette tapes. It was one of my costumes while I was there. But the hat represents this animal nature within me. And being a 40-year-old guy wearing this type of stuff, a lot of people would say, grow up. And that's exactly what I would expect. Because this is, to me, what growing up is. It's getting in touch with your animal nature, your child nature, your artistic nature once a year to get together with other like-minded people. There are tents at Burning Man. One of them is called Fuck Off. Another one's called Your Mom. Balls Deep. You know, the jokes just run deep, and they're all funny, and people don't take anything too seriously. This Burning Man, the thing is, you look around at all these phenomenal things, these contraptions, these inventions, these booths, all these things people are giving away for free. You walk in there and they'll give you food, drinks, there's bars set up, liquor everywhere, whatever you want. And no money is exchanged the entire time. And this time they decided to sell ice because it was hot, and it was the first year they were going to sell ice at Soak. And so I volunteered for the position. And if you work 12 hours, you get a free ticket for next year. So, I worked my 12 hours and everything, and actually it was really cool because actually, where's these cool little things I got? Oh, yeah. This is one of the really cool stickers somebody made. You can't really see it because it's, a reverse decal, but it's got like the Burning Man symbol with 2 trees and a water drop for Soak. And then these little level up, because each one has a theme, and level up was based on, the 80s video game leveling, the idea of leveling up, the 80s theme. So when you work, you get, a badge, and the badge allows you to go into the commissary and get stuff from, the volunteer center. It takes 350 volunteers to make that thing run, and there's only about 1,200 people there. So a quarter of the people are volunteering, and these people care. And so you look around at all this work and all this stuff, and people are doing it for the love of it. Nobody's getting paid for it. And it took me three or four soaks to actually get the balls to be able to walk around and go up to a booth and say, hey, can I have a free, a drink? You want to pay people for things, but people want to give. People care. It's a community. Oh yeah, I found this one. Somebody made these little stickers. It's actually a piece of bamboo. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but it's a really cool little puzzle kind of design, and it says Soak 2015. And people make all these little things and just give them away, you know, because they care. The point I'm making with the stickers is these are ones that people made, spent their own money on, and then just give them out because they love it. They love the event and they love the people. And this year was the the breakthrough I needed. And Friday night I took some a new psychedelic I've never had before, which is called LAD. It's called Al-Lad, and it's kind of an analog to LSD. And my friend wanted me to try it, so the experience was, nothing special. The feeling was good, but it wasn't very psychedelic. The second night we took a little bit of Molly because my friend had never taken that. So one night I took something I'd never taken. The next night he took something he'd never taken, and we had a good time. The third night, last night, we split a 10-strip of LSD 25. Now, I haven't taken 5 hits of good LSD in a long time, and I tripped harder than I've tripped in 20 years. And I laid out on the field for the burn. And for those who don't know, there's Burning Man. Sometimes they burn the man, and everybody stands around and cheers and watches it burn. Last night was a temple burn, where it's kind of like a solemn, dignified burn, where everyone's quiet. So imagine 1,000 people sitting around a fire burning, not saying a word, with the DJ playing very mellow, kind of, old school music, kind of that Pavarotti or, I don't know, that kind of sounding stuff. It was an amazing experience. I cried, everybody was moved, and it was silence for like an hour. Amazing experience. And I had so many epiphanies during that time that I want to convey. Eventually I'll make a video talking about this stuff, because when you take the right dose of LSD, or any heavy psychedelic for that matter, just the right dose, not too much, not enough. 5 hits for me was just enough to get me to the point where everything made sense. And I finally remembered why I take psychedelics again. That I've been missing this realization of myself and my world and the people around me. And it was that moment when I looked around at everyone and realized that they are me again. It's not new realizations. It's renewing your realizations. Consider taking psychedelics like continuing education. It's an amazing experience. And I'm not going to sit and say that the point of Burning Man is to take psychedelics. The funny thing is, I met a lot of old people, old timers who, way older than me, 60, 70-year-old, old school Burning Man guys. They don't take any drugs. They're just sober guys who like community. And I can't get over the beauty of the community. There's every type of group you can imagine. There were Russians, there were punkers, hippies, the hardcore gays that love to dress like completely wild. Of course, then there's the naked people walking around. Then there's the Molly users that love to just rub up against each other around the fire and dance. And all the people make the community what it is. There's no judgment. Nobody's picked on. They don't accept any type of harassment. They even provide cards out there. They have a whole bunch of condoms as well as cards describing each drug and how they work and the dangers. They even had a little bowl of tutors for snorting, and then a little card about cocaine next to it. Because if people are going to do it, they might as well have access to the tools. And the point being is that it's accepted that it's a drug culture, but not everyone does drugs. It's not just about that. One of the revelations I had last night was that all of the people there are loners, in a sense. They're people who have a lot of friends, but are loners in their mind. They want to belong to something. And that's what it's all about. It's belonging. And everyone belongs there. It's a really awesome thing. So I think everyone should go if you get a chance to go to Burning Man ever. And anyway, I'll leave it at that because I could talk about it for hours. It was awesome. Totally awesome. Peace out, everybody.